Hi there, in the previous video I showed you how to build a simple to-do API service with Line0 with a few endpoints to create to-do tasks as well as user authentication and account management. Today I want to show you how easy it is to connect your Line0 project with a GitHub repository, clone it locally, run it, and then test the new endpoints with Postman. First, let's start by asking Line0 to build a Docker Compose file for a MongoDB database which we can use locally to test our service. Great, we can see that Line0 has created a Docker Compose file with our Mongo container. Now let's go ahead and connect it to my GitHub account so we can clone it locally. Great, we can see that Line0 has created a repository in my account, has created a working branch where it's going to synchronize all the changes. And now we can go on GitHub and see the repository so we can clone it locally. We're going to run npm install to add all the dependencies. Great. We need to add a .env file for all of our secrets. Cool. Great. And now we should be able to run it with Docker Compose up to spin up our database. We have our container, and now if we do npm dev local, we should have the service running. Great. We see MongoDB connected successfully as well. This is great. Now I have prepared a few endpoints here in Postman. Let's go ahead and try them out. First, we're going to try to create an account. So let's send it and we get not implemented. Let's just double check what is the issue. Okay, it's /register. So this is good. We saw that our not implemented error handler is working as well. So let's try to make an account. Fantastic. We got an account created for our user. Now let's create a to-do task. Cool. We got a to-do task created as well. Now let's try to fetch that back from the database. Okay, so right. Cool, we can see that our service works. We can see how Line0 created a fully functioning API service. We can create a new user. We can also create a new task, and then we can also retrieve these tasks after we've created it. Great. Now we can go ahead and deploy that on any cloud service. We can hook it up to MongoDB to a production database, and then we can have a fully working API. We can continue making changes in our favorite IDE or continue making changes within the Line0 editor to implement new features, add new functionality, and make it much more sophisticated. Obviously, this is a very simple example of an API service, but it's just to demonstrate the power of Line0, how with just a few prompts, we got, literally 2 prompts, we got the logic that we needed. We asked it to create a Docker Compose file for our database, and then we just cloned it, and then it runs out of the box, connects with the database, and has all the logic working perfectly. Thank you very much for watching. In the next video, I'm going to try to build a much more sophisticated and complex API service. So make sure to follow the journey, and can't wait to see what you guys build with Line0. Thank you, and bye-bye.